Hello, everyone. Um, this is just a public service announcement, just from me to you, because I love you guys. I care about each and every one of you. I wanna just to let you know that this coronavirus disease pandemic is very, very serious. Um, People are dying. Um, I do believe that is going to get a lot worse. Um, the virus is being spreading. It's spreading all over. Um, you can't see the virus. It's not a visual enemy. It's invisible. Um, so you always have to always um, um, do proper hand hygiene. Wash your hands with soap and water. I cannot emphasize that more. Um, the CDC is saying that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And if you don't have a watch, to time yourself, you can sing happy birthday song twice. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, twice. Okay? And that's about 20 seconds. And there are proper ways to wash your hands and to dry your hands. After you wash your hand, you hold your hand down into the sink and dry your hands. Okay? It's very important that you don't have the water running down onto your elbow, onto your clothes, because you never know what's on your hands. So that's why practicing proper hand hygiene is very important. This disease is also, they say it's a droplet precaution. Normally, droplet precaution requires a surgical mask for protection. This virus is more than just a regular droplet precautionary virus. If you notice, the healthcare professionals are wearing N95 masks. So N95 masks are usually worn to protect individuals from tuberculosis, measles, things that are airborne. Airborne means the droplets, they stay in the air for a certain amount of time, because someone can be in the room and then they're coughing in the room or sneezing in the room or just being in the room. They're expelling these droplets, and it stays in the room for, according to the CDC right now, about 4 hours. So they're these small, tiny particles. They stay in the room, and then you just walk in the room without protection, and then before you know it, you're infected. It's very, very important that you protect yourself. You like again, you can't see this virus. It's invisible, so it's hard to fight an invisible enemy. But proper hand hygiene is essential. Um, we're running low on N95 masks right now. The healthcare industry is struggling, scrambling to get those masks for the professionals. So, at this point, sometimes we got to use what we have. I'm currently using the surgical mask just to protect myself. God, one other big problem is that there are people who are asymptomatic, which means they have no symptoms. The current symptoms, according to the Center for Disease Control, says coughing, a fever, sneezing, respiratory issues, like short of breath, extreme short of breath. But that's not only that's not the only symptoms. There are other symptoms. I'm reading something that says there are also GI symptoms. But one of the big issues, you never know who has it because you're asymptomatic. That means you don't have a fever, you don't have a respiratory problem, you don't, you're not coughing, you're not sneezing, but you have the virus, and you feel no symptoms whatsoever. And it's hard to fight that kind of enemy. It's very hard. So, from a medical standpoint, it's going to be very hard to stop it from spreading. Right now, they're saying, stay in your house, don't get out, don't do things that you don't need to do, only the essential things that you need to do. That's what you should do. Like if you have a major doctor's appointment that you have to keep, then call first to see if they're still open, because some of these offices are closed and they're not opening up to just any appointments that are not serious. So my people, it's I can't put enough emphasis on this. It's a dangerous time that we're living in. Nurses and doctors are in shortage. They're in high demand.